Go.
Is it okay? Nick at Rubicon Real Estate, and it's www.rubicon.la. Right, Nick? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, and this is Pearls of Wisdom today. And a lot of research went into these. I got about 20 pages. We went through a book. I hired people. Nicole was one of them. I highlighted it, went through the whole book, and I put the most salient things related to real estate that could help us. And you notice right on the top is image and self-projection. And so when people make a decision to buy, 55% will be based on what they see, what you look like, okay? And then 38% is the way we speak and the way we gesture, the way we sit, move around, and talk to people, okay? And then 7% is for the words themselves, which means technical information. People don't care, okay? It's all by how you present yourself, meaning like Jose, the shirt, the tie, Rubicon button, their presentation is very good, okay? Okay, so much for appearances, all right? That includes the car you drive up in, all right? But that's not always the case, okay? It's the presentation is the key, and that is appearances. Now look at this. Someday is not a day of the week, which is very good. You like that, Fred?
Very
It's
much.
not, someday I'm going to do that. No, that's not a day of the week, okay? Now look at this next one. Those who say they cannot and those who say they can, both can't be right. Okay? They both can't be right. Only one of them is going to be right. Okay? Imagination is everything. Okay. Now look at this. Success is a decision. My partner Leon, he always decided, whatever project we did, you know Leon, right?
Yeah.
He was going to be successful. The thought of failure never occurs to him. And it kind of rubbed off on me. It never occurs to me that this won't work. The question is, how is it going to work? That's the problem we're having in real estate right now. Right, Jose?
Yes, sir.
We have got to set concrete, measurable goals. We got to have them, and they got to be measured. If you want to sell your house, well, how long are you going to give yourself to do it? And that's a goal, and how much can you get? Okay? Now look at this. Get around the right people. You've got to have what's called a mastermind network. These are the people who are related to your goals, and they are supportive, and they're not going to bring you down. That's your mastermind network, and you should have a whole list of these people. Okay, you see that appointment book I carry around? A lot of those people are in that appointment book, and I'm always on the phone with them. And those are my deals, by the way. See this one, be teachable? This is considered the #1 cause of failure in research by Brian Tracy. He calls these people the unconscious incompetent. No matter what you tell them, you can't teach them anything. It never goes into their head. Okay, they are not teachable. That is the big killer, by the way. In life, we go from peak to peak. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Like today, you're feeling good, right? You're on it up. Tomorrow, it may be a little down. The next day, it'll go. Everything is peak to peak. Up and down, up and down. It's not how far we fall. It's how far we bounce up when we're on the way up. That's the key. That was told to me by a massive salesman. He's long since gone, but he was the top salesman for the Singleton Company. And he said, it's not how far you fall. It's how far you bounce when you get back up. That's what we got to do. The trivial many versus the vital few. Maybe 80–90% of what we hear is absolute nonsense. We want the absolute, the few, the vital few, the things that are really important to where we want to go and what we want to be. Look at that. Being broke is temporary. But being poor is a state of mind. I absolutely believe that. People sometimes who don't even have money, they act as though they have money. Have you noticed that, Fred? They're in the mind. They're in the mindset. They don't think that they're poor. They think they have money, and they act that way. Okay? Oh, and look at the word luck. L-U-C-K. Labor under correct knowledge. That's what luck is. It's working with the correct information. You like that, Fred, right? Self-image. A person doesn't close the deal because of fear of rejection. Okay? That's very important. You're afraid a person's going to say no, and you don't ask for the order. Why? They're not rejecting you. They don't even know you. So say to them, why don't you buy the house? You like it so much. Or why don't you put it on the market? You want to move. You want to go to Oklahoma or who knows what. Why don't you do it? So instead of asking a closing question, we don't say anything and we lose the deal. You're also doing a disservice to the owner when you do that. Okay? Because they need your help. That's why they're going to pay you. Don't play follow the follower. Why do you want to follow someone who's not going where you want to go, but going downhill? Why follow them? If I want to be in top physical condition, I should have people around me in that state of mind, and I move towards their level, which is up. Okay? You become very much like the people around you. Okay? It's believed that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I think that's true. We almost have to read this every day because so much of the input that we get is so negative. Okay? But we have unlimited possibilities. I believe that. It's like with Rubicon. I'm not sure where I'm going with all of this. It's not failing by any means, but I'm not sure the direction. Okay? So what I need is an imagination. Where do we go in this economy? Because we can all see real estate is completely different. It's no longer what it used to be. It's a whole different ballgame. Okay? Real estate. 98% personality, 2% technical. 98% the way we look and the way we speak. 2% is technical knowledge. People are not interested in that. Okay? The easy way. Make some people and rivers crooked. Ha! The easy way makes some people and rivers crooked. My feeling is there is no easy way. The easy way is the hard way. There's no way around it. Okay? We are what we think, eat, and breathe. Those three things. We become what we think about, how are we breathing, and what are we eating? Just the whole health issue here about the food we're eating. We all know what we should do, we just don't do it. Okay, 92% of what we worry about is unnecessary. Well, I was going to say 85%. Most of it never happens. We're worried about this, we're worried about that. We can't control it anyway, so what the hell are we worried about? You know, if I can't control it, what good am I going to do? It's like you want your children. You want them all to be a doctor or something. Well, you have very limited control about that, you know?
Well, they're halfway there, they're on drug.
Now, what was that?
They're halfway there, they're all on the drug.
They're all doing something maybe the parent doesn't like, okay? But you can't control it. They're out of the house. What are you going to do? You know, if they decide they want to go to Alaska and hunt what? Polar bears or something, what are you going to do? Go to Alaska. You know. Okay, success. This is great. This is from Zig Ziglar, I believe. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. See, once we know what we want, and we can see how to get there, and we slowly start to get there, that is happiness. You know, that really is being very happy. It's the progressive realization of a worthy goal. And we need constant reinforcement. Okay? If a picture is worth 1,000 words, what is an idea worth? Where did the picture come from? It came from an idea. Ideas are critical here. Okay? Like, are you a wandering generality? That's another, I think, Zig Ziglar thing. Right? Instead of being specific, well, I don't know, maybe I want to do this, and maybe I want to do that. That's a wandering generality, and you go nowhere with that. That's why the night before, you want to write down the 6 most important things you're going to do tomorrow. Like I said to Nicole this morning, I said, okay, what do you want me to do? You're going to be away a few days. What are my jobs? Right, Nick? He said, what am I going to do? And so I started writing a couple of things down that I'm going to do while she's gone. Goals create activity, and action changes your emotions. If you're busy working on your goals, you really don't have time to be too worried about anything. You know? Now, when you sleep, you need your dreams. You know, if people don't dream and sleep, they go crazy. We humans really need this, okay? But when you're awake, you need your goals. When you're dreaming and you're sleeping, you need that. But when you're awake, you need your goals. Okay, when you're awake, you should have an idea. What is it you want to do now? Zig Ziglar said in one of his lectures, give me a stock clerk with a goal, and I will give you an entrepreneur. That person has a goal. He knows what he or she wants to do. That is an entrepreneur. Okay? Very important. Now, the Chinese have a 2,000-year-old proverb. If I hear it, I forget it. But if I see it, I remember it. Okay? Remember that number 1, the first thing we did? People make their decision based on what they see. That's what they're going to remember. Okay? So I show up on a listing appointment on my motorcycle in black leathers, all right, with an earring. That's what they're going to remember. And that's not what they want. They want to see Jose. Okay? So you see, this is very good. The last thing we talked about tells us what about the first thing. Okay? So this was on Pearls of Wisdom. Have you got me completely on that thing? Really? Okay, so this is Pearls of Wisdom, and that's the end of that.